Hello everyone, it's me Noah, the NNBandicoot. Welcome back to the show. I know it's been a while, but let's move on. Let's just get into the good stuff, because I have a strong feeling this is going to be a long one. So anyway, let's talk about Sonic Adventure 2. Some people say it's great, or it's like the worst thing ever made. But either way, we're about to find out firsthand whether this game deserves its praise, or does it deserve to be in the trash can. So let's pop this baby in and find out. JK, we're playing the Steam version. I think it's the superior version, only because I get to use a PS4 controller instead of a GameCube controller. Let's go back to 2011 or 2012. I'm not sure which, but I got Sonic Adventure 2 the same second I got Sonic Adventure. I asked my aunt for one of the games, seeing how they were the only 3D games I haven't played at that point. When I opened that box and seeing both games looking at me right in the face, you can imagine how happy I was to see them. However, when I played them, I enjoyed them, but I didn't think they were anything amazing. And it was pretty shocking to hear years later how popular these two games for SA2 in particular, which is funny because I thought it was the weakest between the two back then. This is gonna be hard. So Dr. Eggman breaks into a military base to look for a secret weapon that his grandfather, Dr. Gerald Robotnik, once he reaches the weapon, he comes across Sonic. Oh wait, that's not Sonic. Sonic has blue hair. He has no chest hair, and their quills are different. What a stupid mistake to make. Joking aside, this is Shadow the Hedgehog. After curve-stomping one of Gun's mechs, he tells Eggman to bring the Chaos Emeralds to a place called the Space Colony Ark. While Shadow goes to steal a Chaos Emerald from a bank, Eggman comes across Knuckles and a new character, Boobs the Bat, the cousin of Tits the Bandicoot. No, this is just Rouge the Bat, who is a treasure hunter who wants to steal the Master Emerald from Knuckles. But once Eggman tries to steal it for himself, Knuckles smashes the thing, and so starts Knuckles' adventure to find the pieces of the Master Emerald. Again. Okay, before I continue the story, Sonic Adventure 2 has two of them, Team Hero and Team Dark. Why do I bring this up now? Because we're just starting the story of Sonic the Hedgehog in Sonic Adventure 2. So Sonic off-screen gets caught by a gun for robbing the bank. Yeah, while I was joking earlier, these people seriously think Shadow is Sonic. That's so fucking stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Sonic breaks free, and after losing them, he comes across Shadow, and Shadow is just pretty much, "Hey look, I got a Chaos Emerald. Bye." And Sonic gets caught again. Alright, that's enough of Team Hero. Let's talk about Team Dark some more. Shadow and Eggman meet up at the Space Colony Ark. Shadow explains that the Ark's most powerful weapon is the Eclipse Cannon, but it requires all 7 Chaos Emeralds to power up. And right on cue, Rouge the Bat, who is tailing Eggman after their first meeting, and offers a deal to get the Chaos Emeralds for them, which Eggman and Shadow agree to. Team Dark arrive at Prison Island to steal 3 Chaos Emeralds and blow the island up. The group split up just to regroup a few minutes later, and suddenly a wild Amy appears, confusing Shadow for Sonic. That's right, this world is so dumb that Sonic's #1 stalker confuses Shadow for him. That's so dumb. The group splits up again with Eggman chasing Amy, for some reason, I'm not really sure, but then suddenly Tails comes to save the day. The fight ends with a draw, Eggman gets away, and Tails and Amy goes to save Sonic. Shadow plants the bomb, while Rouge steals the Chaos Emeralds, but she gets trapped. Shadow, after some flashbacks of his friend Maria, who promises revenge on humanity for killing her. As he goes to save Rouge, we cut to Amy saving Sonic, which causes Sonic to come across Shadow. The two fight, then Eggman reminds Shadow that the bomb is going to blow up. Sonic overhears this, and causes the two to withdraw for now. Shadow saves Rouge and everybody gets off the island. With 6 emeralds in hand, Eggman uses the cannon to threaten Earth. Mobius is a lie. To show off the power of the cannon by destroying half of the moon. Don't worry, it gets better. Okay. So with the threat so real, Sonic and Tails go to find the president, who is talking with the Mad Doctor. Meanwhile, Rouge and Shadow hunt down Tails when they discovered that Tails has the last Chaos Emerald. Tails traces Eggman to his not-so-hidden base.
Those idiots will never find my hidden base inside this pyramid.
I'll buy it. After some filler just to get inside the pyramid, oh hi Knuckles, the crew meet up with Eggman, who just releases the egg golem. The crew find a space shuttle, not gonna ask, and go to the Ark, not without giving Knuckles something to do. Tails has a plan to use the fake Chaos Emerald to destroy the cannon, but there is one problem I noticed before I even played Team Dark's story. If a fake has the same properties, you don't think Eggman won't know that it's weird that there's like 8 emeralds on screen, and oh look at that. Sonic, right, Knuckles. Knuckles and Rouge fight, he gets Master Emerald fixed, romance, and Sonic is about to put the fake emerald in, but Eggman captures Amy. The two tried to trick Eggman with the fake, but we all know that's not gonna work, and Sonic dies. Nah, he survives using Chaos Control with the fake emerald. So Sonic goes to put the fake in the cannon once more, but before he's interrupted by Shadow, because we all know we need that Shadow vs. Sonic finale fight, but Shadow catches Rouge trying to take the Chaos Emerald under Eggman's big pink nose. Rouge plays some mind games with Shadow about him not being the real ultimate life form, and something else is. Shadow does not give a crap, but he goes to stop Sonic anyway. Meanwhile, Eggman and Tails do battle, with Tails being victorious, and a good solid reminder that everyone in this world is a dumbass. Eggman puts the last Chaos Emerald in the cannon, but something goes wrong, causing a video to play of Dr. Gerald Robotnik stating that the Ark is going to begin to crash onto Earth for revenge. With no time to waste, the crew teams up to stop the Ark from falling, except for Shadow. After all, this is his goal. But after a pep talk from Amy of all people, Shadow remembers Maria's true wishes, to save mankind. Yeah, we better hurry that up. Sonic and Knuckles reach a replica of the shrine on the floating island, but then Giant Lizard. This is the true ultimate life form, and it's up to Shadow to stop it. Once the fight is over, the Bio Lizard, yeah, that's its name, uses Chaos Control to shove his, let me try that again. He emerges with the Ark, dragging it towards the Earth. So the enemy in space, and we got the Chaos Emeralds, that means we get super forms, baby. However, Shadow is not used to his super form, so he's losing energy much faster than Sonic. But with his last strength, he performs Chaos Control with Sonic to warp the Ark away from Earth, and we see Shadow fall to Earth. Sonic regroups with the others, and everyone has their moments of reflection on the adventure that they just had, ending with Sonic saying farewell to Shadow the Hedgehog. I gotta say, after the simple stories we've been getting lately, it feels really refreshing to have a deep and interesting story, and I liked it. Well, Team Dark in the final story anyway. For a game called Sonic Adventure 2, Team Hero adds nothing to this plot. The important parts in that story are also in Team Dark, which makes Team Hero feel empty. I mean, for God's sake, I can count on one hand how many times Knuckles was important to the story. Team Dark has all the backstory and the best character interactions, and it's more interesting than Hero, but overall, I like the plot, even when it got stupid. While the story is enjoyable, here's the big kicker, the gameplay. And it is all over the place with 3 different gameplay styles. Let's start with Sonic. His levels involve high-speed platforming, he's got a homing attack, a spin dash, but he can also collect power-ups like the Lightspeed Dash, Bounce Bracelet, etc., etc. What's my verdict of Sonic? He's fun. With the exception of Pyramid Cave and Crazy Gadget, those stages suck. But every other stage, oh, they're really, really good. But the reason why I hate Pyramid Cave is it's really boring, and Crazy Gadget is just terrible. That gravity ruins the controls. You cannot defend that level, I swear to God, you can't. City Escape is one of the best levels in Sonic history. I am a sheep. Shadow's levels are not as good as City Escape, but I like all the stages. Yes, even Final Chase, which I like more than Final Rush. Without a doubt, the speed sections are the best part of the game, but this is the biggest hurdles for me. First up are the shooting stages, where you play as Tails and the Great Dr. Eggman. Eggman is awesome, but before I get to these guys, they are in mechs, and to be fair, the mechs are stiff turning things, but once you get the hover, that problem is somewhat fixed. And you can shoot like a Mega Man Lemons and holding down the button to charge attack, and you can lock onto multiple targets. Now, let's talk about the stages before we get to that certain issue with the game. Because Tails and Eggman are literally night and day. Like Shadow, I like all of Eggman's levels. Weapons Bed, Cosmic Wall are great. I like the others. Okay, moving on. Okay, I want you guys to hear me out about this. Tails in the mech. I try to not let that get to me, but I can't. Tails in the mech just doesn't work. I try it not to let it get to me, and it wouldn't if he had fun stages, but that's it. He doesn't have any. Like, Sand Oasis and Mission Street are the perfect examples of why Tails' missions suck. They are both terrible for different reasons, but there is one reason that I hate that they both have in common, and it's just one word: blindsided. Finally, let's talk about the treasure hunting stages. With the exception of Knuckles and Bruges' first stages, Pumpkin Hill, Security Hall. Yes, I like Security Hall. The rest of the stages suck, and it's all because of that radar. Let me explain. In SA1, the radar beeps for all of them at the same time. SA2, it only beeps for one at a time. That's right, you can accidentally pick up one that the radar isn't beeping, and it makes the stages go on for far too long. And the stages suck too. Death Chamber, both versions, and Aquatic Mine are closed-in areas. And that's why I like Pumpkin Hill so much, because it's wide open and you can take advantage of the gliding. But there are two stages that I'm pretty sure everybody knows that are the worst things in this game. Meteor Herd and Mad Space. Ugh, they are the worst part of the game, hands down. Oh wait, but there is one more gameplay style. Kart racing! And it's shit. Seriously, don't play this mode. You'll get more fun out of the Sega racing games. And there is a boss rush mode, and while I brought up that topic, with the exception of Tails' Round 2, every boss is fun. The gun robots are easy, but still fun. King Boo Boom and Egg Golem are really fun. So is Sonic vs. Shadow. Knuckles and Bruges is not as bad as people say it is. And I have a love and hate relationship with the Bio-Lizard. The part I hate about it is the chasing part, because you gotta watch your speed, because you can get hit by the tail, and if you fall into the water while you're hanging on the edge, you can kiss your ass goodbye because you died. What I love about the fight is the rest. I love dodging the spark voids, riding the rails to the core, homing attacking the orbs, and of course we have to talk about the final boss, and it's fun-ish. Charging up the Bio-Lizard is so exciting, but if you get hit, you're going really far back, and it's just chaos when it gets to the final hit. But I know the real reason why you're all here, for the biggest part of the game, Chow Garden. And I don't care anymore. I mean, I put a lot of time into it in the GameCube version, but it just didn't have the same spark as it used to. But what is the Chow Garden, you will ask? Well, you start off with 2 eggs and wait for them to hatch. Okay, all done. You can name them and feed them Chaos Drives to up their stats for Chow Races and Chow Karate, and it's a complete waste of time. But even I can find some fun in this place. Okay, Sean, I'm taking Nick for a walk. I'm leaving you with a babysitter.
Ah, shit.
Sonic Adventure 2 is a good game, but nowhere near the best Sonic game. No way in hell. But I can see why people want another game in this style. But I just don't want any shooting or collecting stuff ever again. Just bring me the speed stages with multiple playable characters. We can only hope. If you're ever interested in this game, you can get it cheap on Steam. I think it's about $10. But anyway, Sonic Adventure 2 gets 7 out of 10. A great game. So, my opinions on the overall game has improved since the last time I played it. But I would seriously recommend, if we're going to go back to this sort of gameplay style, get rid of the boost and no run button, hopefully, I think we can get a really awesome 3D Sonic game. But as it is right now, we just, no guns, no treasure hunting, no Amy. So, I guess we're done. I wonder what I'll play next.